Hey there, this is Fritz Westover with Virtual Viticulture Academy and the Vineyard Underground podcast. And I'm in a vineyard that I'm working with here in Texas. It's a hot climate growing region. And so what you need to understand is that we have a very long growing season here. And because of that, and sometimes on a very good soil with the right site preparation, we can get a trunk on our first year of growth. And this is an example of a vineyard that did that. So if you look at this vineyard behind me, just walk this way a little bit, you'll see that this vineyard is looking like a full-size mature vineyard, but it's actually in its second leaf. And that's because of the soil, the site, the vineyard practices, and the climate that we're in. This is not going to be possible everywhere, but it definitely is here. I want you to see on year 2, this is Malbec over on this side. We actually have a small crop here because we were able to cut a trunk. If you zoom in here, just walk in. That was where the vine was trunked during pruning last February. And then our goal was to grow 4 or 5 shoots out of the top because it's a high vigor site. We did add a small amount of fertilizer, and that allows us to get 4 or 5 clusters per vine. So maybe 500 to 1,000 pounds of fruit per acre. You look over here, we have the same thing happening with our Cabernet Sauvignon. A little bit looser cluster, a couple of shot berries, which is common on young vines, but we'll let this hang and see if we can ripen it. Let's see if we can make it into a wine, but we definitely need the fruit on here just to slow down the vigor in the canopy. And what I discourage the grower to do here is to cut any excess canopy. We want to keep this canopy not only for helping to ripen that fruit, but also to put carbohydrates down into this trunk and those roots. So next year we can even crop a little bit more. So our goal here, as you can see, was to lay down some arms or some trunks, rather not trunks, but shoots or canes that were coming from the trunk. And next year we're going to go ahead and cut these back to our 15, 18-inch size, depending on the vine, and start developing our spur positions. So next year, we'll have a fruit zone that's about 30 inches wide, as opposed to just fruit here at the head of the vine. So this is, again, a high vigor, ideal southern growing hot climate scenario, but I thought it'd be nice to share that, yes, it's possible to get a crop in year 2 if all the cards are played correctly.